After sleeping through most of the morning, I managed to make my way to the fateful party. Now that I no longer have to worry about work, I can focus on surviving the aftermath of my decisions yesterday. Stepping into the event grounds, I take a deep breath. Powerful pennants, the aroma of corn and mulled wine, and the unmistakable sound of the accordion playing the same repetitive quadrilla song telling me this is the place. I may have encountered these same elements time and time again, but this Festa Junina is different. That's right, they say no man jumps into the same river twice. I want to believe I'm a changed man. I'm taking the leap. I've voiced my feelings. I'm ready to go where these currents will take me. Won't be wishy-washy anymore. What? Huh? Take that! Multi-firecracker attack reloaded! Jeez, how old are you? 10? And you 80? No wait, you were already 80 like 10 years ago, so 90? I guess you never change. Don't be silly, I'm a walking metamorphosis! Well, if it's her hair we're talking about, then yeah, yes. A cowboy hat suddenly lands by Barbara's feet. What the? She leans down to pick it up. Yeehaw! A few meters away from us, platinum hair, originally cascading from underneath the cowboy hat, shakes violently in all directions. Top of a mechanical bull, a flash of black leather gets whipped into the air and flies off the saddle, almost disappearing into the bouncy castle surrounding the robotic bovine before popping right back up. Sigurd? Did you see that? Bro, that was amazing. That's not my first rodeo after all. You're on for like over 30 seconds. Is that impressive? Okay, hold on. Okay, my turn. Hold my quintal. Wait till my brother. I just had an amazing idea. What, my dude? What if we both rode at the same time? We join forces. There's no way that bull will defeat us. Bro, you are a genius. We grasp each other's hands in an intense high five. It seems like they became buddies while I wasn't looking. I fully support this bromance, you guys. Your ladyship, Barbara, and the Sir Owen. Hey guys. How about we make this more interesting, though? Oh? The staff guy was clearly going easy on you. Get ready for a real challenge. I don't like where this is going. Barbara urges the staff member charged of controlling the mechanical bull. Hey, Uncle, I think they're calling you over there at the shooting range. It sounds like a big deal. What, really? I can't leave my post. Don't worry, I can keep watch for you. She eyes the joystick that controls the movements of the bull. Oh god, no. Sorry about that, mister. Please ignore our friend. She's had way too much mulled wine. Grab her by the back of her shirt and drag her away from the confused staff member. Hey, what are you doing? I haven't had one yet. Stop messing with people who work here. Jeez, playing the nanny for this chaotic combo of fools may be too much for me to handle alone. Isn't there another sane person to keep them in check? Just in time! Someone in their right mind! Augusto, you're under arrest for Junine crimes. Who died to make you sheriff? And where'd you get those handcuffs? They were a prize at the fishing game. Or maybe not. What kind of prizes are they handing out there? Objection! I'm innocent! I've done nothing wrong! Please save me! When did these two show up? I don't know, Augusto. I haven't heard any good testimony to back you up. Now, everyone deserves a fair trial. The duo was carrying a wide selection of stuffed animals. I guess everyone's already neck deep in the festivities. Where'd you get all that? Bia won them at the shooting range. Bia's mastery of video games translating to non-digital activities as well. That's amazing! You gotta teach me! More importantly, Barbara, I think as we saw her, your crush. Base is here! She definitely fit the description you gave us. How about sending her Cupid mail or inviting her to dance? Good idea! Where's the Cupid thing? I thought you hated all these Festa Junina shenanigans. Walking metamorphosis! Remember? Improvise! Adapt! Overcome! I will become the bride at this Festa Junina! Okay. Speaking of bride, have you seen Etsuko or Kawa? In this precise moment, a distant amplified voice announces the quadrilla is about to start. Maybe if you follow that disembodied voice, it'll lead you right to them. I gulp. Yeah, they're probably together getting ready to dance, knowing Etsuko. Well, I might as well go and find them. Not sure where we all stand, but I have no more reasons to avoid them. Alright, I'm gonna head there. I sighed as the sun starts to set on the horizon. I stumbled through the mass of people carrying snacks and drinks, linking at their phones and talking excitedly. Finding my way to the open area around the bonfire, I start to feel out of breath, and not because of the short walk here. Yesterday, Etsuko said she would think it over. As much as my self-doubt questions it, the fact remains that she has at least some interest in me. With Kawa being another variable in this already complex equation, things are still very hazy to me. For now, I just want to see her. Though I say that, the moment we spot each other over some distance, my heart shrinks and my legs refuse to move. When? She waves cheerfully and walks to my direction. Seeing her smile and look at me with such anticipation, the tightness in my heart melts away and a soothing warmth fills my body. Sweet feeling of finally being back home. God damn it, I like her so much! That is why I must know. It might be a bit too soon, but I want to at least know what she feels. She does want to go out with me. What's up, Wen? Hey, Etsuko, just got here a while ago. Did you see Sigurd? He was excitedly talking about becoming a king in a mechanical bull or something? Yeah, I wanted nothing to do with that. Sounds wise. Her laughter gracefully fades into a smile as she enforces her trademark steady eye contact. As usual, I forfeit soon and start looking around awkwardly. Everywhere I look, I see couples forming and taking over the makeshift dance floor. I guess this is a popular song. Lots of people seem to want to dance to it. I'm not used to following musical trends. I'd say it's a reasonably popular song, yeah. Then, as if someone suddenly turned on hard mode, I realized I have nothing to add regarding Floro or Sortanejo music. What now? The man with a microphone announces that the traditional quadrilha will soon start around the bonfire. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity, I just have to not mess it up. Hey, remember when we danced in the Festa Junina back in high school? Yeah, I do! That was very fun. Great, now I just have to naturally bring up the proposal I had in mind. But I also have to make it clear what I mean. Close our distance a little and this time focus on not looking away from her. Say, Etsuko. I really liked it when we danced back then too. How about it? A second tour? I try my best to smile just a little. I let my hope and expectation show through the tone of my voice. What do you say? Her face goes through a handful of expressions as she understands I mean to share and assert our feelings for each other. When? Heck yeah! Before I could even properly react, she pulls my hand and starts walking towards the end of the line of pairs. I was pretty sure she understood what I was getting at, but her enthusiasm makes me wonder if she just likes quadrilha that much. Well, either way, I can't really complain. I get to dance with her again, which is enough to make my heart think he's a power metal drummer like Etsuko. Wrong musical genre there, buddy, but that's the spirit. Soon the line starts moving and we follow along, hopping and clapping to the rhythm. As the announcer tells the pairs to divide in two lines and greet each other, those things couldn't be more different from high school. Last time I kind of went with the flow because I saw how much Etsuko wanted to dance. Not that it wasn't fun, but this time I wanted to dance, and seeing Etsuko respond to that so enthusiastically made me feel both warm and excited. And it changes everything. As a typical self-conscious teenager, dancing a couple-themed quadrilha made me sweat and watch out for anyone making fun of me. Right now, however, I couldn't care less. We clap and move back into a line, ticking down the list of random encounters of the quadrilha encounter table. Each time I look at Etsuko and her smile full of energy, this rampant laughter would burst out of my face. It was like being electrocuted with pure, unchecked joy. Nothing else existed except for Etsuko, me, and the silly fake dangers of the countryside. Maybe this is why Etsuko liked quadrilha so much? No, it's clear to me that the reason is who I am dancing with. Aw, it's ending already! Words bring me back from my stupor, which is soon replaced with a different kind of excitement. Grab your partner with a lovely ball! Now that each couple proved their mettle by facing a long and dangerous road, it was time for the pairs to dance by themselves. Grab Etsuko's hand and place my hand on her waist and my heart trying to break out of my chest. Is it just me? Are you better than 10 years ago? Did you grind experience just for this particular skill? Nah, it's your overpowered area of effect enthusiasm buff that got that much better. I accept your nerdy compliment. Our pleasant exchange lingers as smiles as we sway to the music. Some moments pass as we now quietly dance, looking at each other. When I thought about yesterday about what we talked at Huge Festival, I do want to go out with you. I always did. Etsuko. My heart feels like it'll jump out of my ribcage for real this time. Each beat we spend looking at each other's eyes makes me wonder if this is the one that will break through my chest. Yeah, I simply cannot take my eyes away from her. I can't tell you how much I'm happy to hear that. Yes, hell yes, let's go out, Etsuko. Yay! Ugh, yay! Before I can even finish processing what's happening, Etsuko jumps and hugs me. No longer adhering to the traditional choreography of the quadrilla, we let ourselves go in the moment and spin a couple times. Once again, laughter erupts from both sides of us. Completely aware of how silly we look, and that just kind of makes me laugh more. We are totally off script now, though. Is that okay? Let them cringe! I'm not waiting another 10 years! Fair enough. The quadrilla's song reaches its end at that point. The couples gradually move away from the fire. A new Foro song starts afterwards, but we don't follow along this time. Holding both of each other's hands, we just sway softly. Not sure what to say next, a short silence fills the seconds until a familiar voice calls out to us. You guys seem to be having quite some fun over there. Hey! Yeah. Perfect timing, I think to myself. He needs to know what just happened. For a moment, all I want to do is share the good news with my friend. That's when I remember. I didn't see you there. How long have you been watching? That's right, Kao is the one currently going out with Etsuko. And she just agreed to go out with me. What the hell did I just do? Just enough to see her blatant disregard for the tradition of the quadrilla. Those unorthodox moves made me want to dance too. Hydration. Ugh. Etsuko, wanna dance this next one? Huh? He's not gonna ask what's going on? Is it because they have already agreed to this already? Sure, I still have some dance left in me. Hey, mind if I have a go now? So, why is he asking for my permission if officially she's his girlfriend? Now the actual question is here is, am I alright with this too? Is it okay to just let them dance? What did I say to Kawa? Queen Heart. I know Etsuko and I just agreed to go out, but I also remember what she explained to me yesterday. Kawa is fine with her seeing other people, so I did nothing wrong. It comes as a relief to me. My dear friends get to keep their relationship. It means I haven't ruined anything, and can still be happy at the same time. I guess this arrangement actually works for me somehow. In other words, of course, go ahead, guys. The words come out surprisingly easy. Maybe I'm feeling lightheaded, so riding the high of the dance just now. But for some reason, the idea of Etsuko and Kawa dancing together doesn't bother me at all in this moment. See their hands joining and smiles growing on their faces, and I realize I'm smiling as well. It's a strange feeling, but their happiness is contagious. I guess this is what it means to simply wish for the joy of the person you love. I take a few steps back as another round of quadrilla starts up, settling by a tree to watch the two of them. Etsuko and Kawa get into their positions in line, exchange greetings, and spin around. I watch them going through the motions of the dance, doing the same movements I did with Etsuko minutes ago. Even as the excitement from a moment ago passes, I feel at peace. Etsuko danced with me, and now she's dancing with Kawa. One thing doesn't take away from the other, and Etsuko doesn't seem any less willing to do the same thing twice. I wonder if Kawa felt the same way as he watched us. With this thought, my eyes follow some sparks from the bonfire into the night sky. It's so clear, I can even identify a few stars. If I'm not mistaken, that's the summer triangle, or rather the upside-down winter triangle since we're in the southern hemisphere. I vaguely remember Etsuko telling me the story behind the Tanabata festival and the stars way back in high school. A couple of star-crossed lovers, torn worlds apart, only allowed to meet once a year, represented by Altera and Vega. But then, what was the third star supposed to be again? Some sort of bird? I don't really remember. Come to think of it, Danev is part of the Cygnus constellation. Thanks for trivia, warriors of the horoscope. And now it's time for the great ball! I'm brought out of my reverie by the enthusiastic call to action, and my eyes fall back upon Etsuko and Kawa orbiting each other gracefully. Yeah, I'm alright. In fact, I wouldn't have it any other way. The dance comes to an end. The couple notices my gaze and starts walking towards me. Great dance, guys. You two are really in sync. What do you mean? Did you see the two of you before? You guys are so cute. Seeing Etsuko blush and smile at Kawa, which once charred me from the inside, now felt much different. There are many things I still have to put in order inside my head, but what I know is that breaking these two apart would take away a part of Etsuko that makes her the person I like just as much as anything. Noticing my brief introspection, Etsuko seizes the initiative to bring up the hard talk. Hey, Kawa, I think we should talk about something, right, One? Yeah. Sure. What's up? Chill runs down my spine. Despite all the rational process it took me here, I'm still afraid of seeing Kawa's reaction. I asked Etsuko out at Huge yesterday, and I thought about it and agreed just now. What? Oh, really? Takes a moment looking from me to Etsuko, then back again. That's awesome. Kawa lays a hand on my shoulder, shaking it slightly in congratulations. Nice, man. Must be so cool going out with someone you've known for such a long time. There it is. I was really doubtful, but in the end, the simplest answer was the right one. That was my friend. Of course he'd be happy for me. Like I am for him. For both of them. Yeah, thanks, man. I suddenly feel like I was taught everything the wrong way my whole life. You are both so great. Not to be anticlimactic, but when we get something to eat, dancing twice left me starving. Oh, sure. Before we could even properly respond, Etsuko grabs both her hands and drags us away from the dancing bonfire. We make our way to the food court, each of us on either side of Etsuko, as if it's the most natural thing in the world, the way things are meant to be. The smile on her face makes me feel like maybe it really is. End of chapter 3. Pivot of Hearts, chapter 4. What you're saying is hydration. Ugh, this must be it. Take a look around. This fish shop bar is pretty alternative, huh? I hope I look cool enough for the occasion. I wonder where Base is. Good question. There's a lively group at those tables over there. I wonder if that's her party. To reserving a little more carefully, I can make out a tall, muscular figure in the middle of the crowd of people ahead. There she is. Sigrid and I go meet our friend. Base! Happy birthday! Base turns around and I give her a warm hug. She reciprocates in her usual inexpressive way, but I can tell deep down she's happy. It's Etsuko and Sigurd. Happy belated birthday, girl. May lots of joy and music come up your way. Thanks for coming. I'll introduce you to the rest of the gang. Hey, the band people have arrived. This is Etsuko and this is Sigurd. Wow, so you play in a band with bass? That's awesome. I play the drums. Yes, and the one who uses the charms of the voice to make your eardrums and souls praise the power of Zero Absoluto is me, the vocalist. How about that? You should sing for us. I'd be more than happy to perform a demonstration. We've barely arrived, and there goes Sigurd. I think he's easy to get along with. As for me, so Etsuko, how are you doing? I'm fine. A lot of people came to your party, didn't they, Base? You're very popular. Nah, not as much as Sigurd. We both look towards Sigurd. He's singing some heavy metal song with guttural vocals to Base's friend. If anyone complains about the noise, we'll ask to make him stop. Base, you gotta see this. Come on, I think I'll stay here and order a drink. Alright, call me if you need anything. There goes Base too. Must be a lot of work to host such a lively party. Ended up being left out. Well, it happens. I sit down at the table and order a drink and some snacks. I spend some time observing the moment. Sigurd having fun, Base being requested in various conversation circles, even though she herself doesn't express many opinions. I take a small sip of my drink. Seeing my friends having fun with each other, with other people, feels lonely and comforting at the same time. I feel a little jealous. I guess it's not so easy to make peace with yourself in this aspect of human relationships, is it? There was another time when I felt like this. When was it again? Oh yeah. But that time was more lonely than comforting. Oh, staying here alone, doing nothing is making me a bit melancholic. Snap out of it, Etsuko! I straighten up in my chair and pat my face lightly to break up my mental wandering. I take another sip of my drink and stuff some fried Gilo chips into my mouth. I stir my drink's ice cubes with a straw. They make pleasant sounds as they hit each other. While I go back to examining my surroundings, lots of people talking, Sigurd, there's Base over there. A guy sitting alone at a table not far from mine, looking at his cell phone. Guess I'm not the only one who doesn't know how to be sociable. He's actually pretty stylish. I wonder where Base knows him from. Huh? Before I know it, the guy raises his head and his eyes meet mine. Ah! For a few milliseconds, not knowing how to react, I quickly look away. Man, what a good goof! I think I started him for too long. Gonna stay calm or pretend nothing strange ever happened? La la la. May I sit here? Huh? Turn around and see the guy I was gawking at. What? Sure. Excuse me. I hope I'm not disturbing you. I got a bit tired of looking at my cell phone. I don't know most of the people here apart from Dace, of course. Is it the same for you? Actually, I came with a friend. I quickly scan the surroundings for Sigurd and spot him very engaged in some drinking game with colorful shots. But I don't know anyone besides him and Base. I see. And where do you know each other from? They met at college and now play in the same band, Zero Absoluto. Wow, that's dope. Base has invited me to see one of your shows, but I ended up not going. Nevertheless, I really admire people who make music. Thanks! And what do you play? Guitar? No, I play the drums. Awesome. I've never met a drummer before. Yeah, his drums are very cool. I also play taiko. So you're a full percussionist. Oh, so you know what taiko is? I do. I always see the taiko performances at anime events. I've been to many of those conventions since I used to sell my drawings at the Artist Alley. Really? You're an artist then? Yes, I've worked at a lot as a freelance illustrator and making comics, but currently I'm working with concept art for games. Wow, that's so cool. I have a friend who works with games too, with programming, although I haven't spoken to him in a while. What friend? I can know him maybe. It's a small world for games in Brazil. Ah! We used to be really good friends and stopped talking to each other in a messy way. But I think that nowadays, if I were to meet him again, I'd be open to resuming the friendship. Never mind, I don't even know if he's still doing it. I wonder, what is he doing? Want to share us a beer? I'm in. A little alcohol helps to break the ice and chase away bad memories. Excuse me. One word leads to another. One beer leads to another. The next thing I know, I'm already much more comfortable with this guy I've just met. Doesn't seem so difficult to be sociable anymore. So you like games, don't you? What do you like to play? The genre I like best is RPGs. I love RPGs! I wonder if they came out too loudly. Well, whatever. What I like most are tabletop RPGs. Whoa, can you believe I've only ever played a couple of one-shots? What do you mean, only that much? Now we have to play! Aiming a fist on the table in disbelief. I think I've succeeded in conveying my dissatisfaction from the look on the young man's face. I'll call you to play sometime. My friend Barbara always comes up with great campaigns, so you'll get to play a ton of sessions. I'd love to, but I don't think you'd be able to call me without having my contact. Do you want to write down my number? I do, give me, actually. Suddenly a very relevant question pops into my head. What's your name? It's Kawa. And yours? My name's Etsuko. Boy, we didn't even introduce ourselves properly. For a moment, I feel a hint of embarrassment come over me, but it soon disappears when I look at Kawa's smiling face. Etsuko? How cute of him trying to get my name right. Almost, it's Etsuko. Work on the soup. Etsuko. That's right. Ah! Something being suffocated by an arm wrapped around my neck. What the heck? Etsu! What are you doing? Let go of me. Managed to loosen his hold with using a little force. Of course, it's drunken Sigurd choking me with a headlock. You have to come and tell me the origin story of our magnificent musical endeavors to my new friends. But wait a minute. Whoa. Sigurd finally acknowledges Kawa's presence on the other side of the table. Who's the hotter? I feel my face suddenly heat up and I completely break away from Sigurd's embrace, a little upset. This is Kawa, Base's friend. Kawa, this is Sigurd, the other member of our band. Sigurd, like in Nordic mythology. Ah, I see you're a man of culture as well. His name is actually wrong. Shh. Sigurd puts a finger over my lips to stop me from revealing his inescapable Brazilianness. So you met Kawa. Base. Came to see how you were doing. You seem to be getting along. Despite the inexpressiveness in Base's voice, I can recognize that she's in a good mood. Oh, yeah, I told Kawa about the band in college, but thinking about it now, this doesn't tell me about how you know each other. True, we've known each other for a long time now, right, Base? Yeah, childhood friends. We've been neighbors since we were little. That was until Base moved out of her parents' house when she got into college. Wow, you really have known each other for a long time. I've got it. Tell us a story about the little Base, Kawa. Tell me, has she always been this? See Base arching her eyebrows slightly. Mysterious? Kawa bursts out laughing. Dude, yeah, she always had the serious, cool way about her. My dream was to be like her when I grew up. Slight smile sketches itself on Base's face. When we were kids, we used to play in a little park near our houses, and Base protected me from the bullies. I have some memories of them. There was that time they took your Warriors of the Horoscope doll? Ugh, that was awful. A boy took my Dragon Warrior and wouldn't return it. All I could do was cry, but Base went and got it back for me. Yeah, beat the shit out of him. Me and Sigurd look at Base a bit fearfully. I was good at resolving things through violence, but nowadays I'm not proud of that. In fact, I think it was your more sensitive way of doing things. It was admirable, Cal. We're all a little surprised by Base's humble and longer than usual speech. Oh, no, stop it. You're too nice to me. Kawa does look a little disconcerted, despite the serene smile that remains on his face. Now I understand what's behind your nature, Base. You possess a dark past that condemns you, a vigilante in favor of the weak, a heroine haunted by an intricate moral conflict. Sigurd brings the back of his hand to his forehead, striking a dramatic pose. I'd say I was just a reckless kid. Don't underestimate your own complexity, Base. He turns back to me. Etsuko, we should write a song about this. I agree, I really like the story too. I feel like I know Base's mysterious world a little better now. I can perfectly imagine her protecting baby Kawa. He does seem to be a sensitive person. I think I'd like to get to know his world better too. What am I thinking? Wow, will the song make it into the Zero Absoluto repertoire? Certainly, my dear Kawa, and you should be there to hear it. After all, your role as the damsel in distress was extremely important for the character development. Right, I'll be looking forward to this release. Despite the disproving interjection, Base outlines a smile. I'll go check the other tables, call me if you need anything. Okay, see you. Base taps me lightly on the shoulder before leaving. Wait a minute, I'm going with you. I'm not going to be a third wheel here. Sigurd! Adios. Was there a need for that? Sigurd must like embarrassing me. This Kawa doesn't seem bothered. In fact, I think he seems amused. So, where were we? Didn't want to make it so obvious, but I definitely remember him being about to give me his cell phone number when Sigurd appeared. Yeah! I think you said you were going to invite me to play tabletop RPGs someday. Ah, yes, that. Whew. Glad he remembered himself. I bet you, yeah, if you're interested, of course. Under the influence of beer, I don't think I'd even taken his wishes into consideration. Oops. Absolutely. May I have your number then? Kawa agrees and we exchanged contact info. Yes, I did it! It's getting late, but I can hardly see the time passing. The party ended and I came to the metro with Sickard. At first I didn't think I'd be able to fit in, but it turned out to be really nice. I think I even made a new friend. So Etsu, did you get the pretty boy's number? Stop it! What about the time you said you didn't want to be a third wheel? I barely know the guy and you made it sound like I was interested. Oh, weren't you? No! Say firmly. But yeah, I got his number. After a moment's hesitation, I ended up telling him and let out a sigh. Well done, girlfriend. Just because he wants to play tabletop RPGs, okay? No big deal. Yeah, right. I grimace, but deep down, I'm not really angry. I'm excited about what's to come.